Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and welcome back to another TekTopia episode where today we are going to be building another one of these. And no, I don't mean a cake, I mean a kitchen, because currently this is the only one we have in the village and it only has enough room for a single chef, and quite frankly we need more than one chef. So yeah, that's the main thing we're going to be doing today, but not just yet, we'll save it for later on. So last episode, in case you missed it, we built this thing right here, the merchant ship, which is basically the merchant's entire boat, but it's not really anything that moves, it doesn't actually sail, we've simply just put the merchant's tool icon on top of this boat, so that's kind of what we're imagining here. The merchant comes and sails in every single day, although he doesn't actually, but this thing is complete with his very own cat, who I've just nudged. I'm very sorry, Meowchant, you can get back on your rug right there. If I could just push you a little bit further. Come on, there we go. I've kind of gone a bit overboard there. Just back a bit. That'll do. I'll spend all day doing it otherwise. And also is complete with a normal vanilla villager up here that we cured from a zombie villager last episode. And I asked you guys two things of what you thought about this guy up here. First of all, a name, which is going to be Starchy. Now, I don't know if this comment from Sunshine Jones was a reference to Adventure Time, but one, I really like the name Starchy, not for any rhyme or reason, but I do like the character in Adventure Time, so yeah, don't know if it's a reference or not, but regardless, I think Starchy is quite a good name for this guy up here, so that is what he's going to be called. And I also asked you guys what you thought we should do about trading with this guy, and apart from like, I think 1 or 2 comments, everybody was sort of like, yeah, do it. And I think I'm going to, but only when I need to. I really don't want to just, you know, make trading with the actual merchant completely irrelevant. I would like to still do that as the main source of emeralds. I think that would be the case anyway. This guy probably wouldn't give me enough. But I think, you know, when I'm on a tight time frame for finishing an episode and I need to buy a token or something like that, and I don't want to wait for the merchant to come around or for the villagers to get loads of resources, I think what I'm going to do is use this guy in that sort of situation. So I'm not going to overuse him, but I'm not just going to, you know, ignore these trades because they are going to be pretty helpful in making episodes a bit faster for me. So basically, I'm going to be trading with Starchy, but not all of the time. Anyway, the first thing we are going to do today is hopefully make a spider farm so that we can get access to lots of string. And can you guess why I would like some string? It's because of all of this snow up here. Now, usually I kind of like the look of snow on rooftops, but it's so sporadic in this mountain biome for some reason. Like, it's not even on all of the blocks, and sometimes it is on all of the blocks, and yeah, it's just too inconsistent for me to want to keep. So I would quite like to have a lot of string, and also like I don't want it on top of the tree, and I'm too lazy to go kill spiders every single night to get like a hefty amount. So I just want to make a farm basically, and it would be nice to have some sort of XP source nearby without having to go to the nether. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today, getting lots and lots of string, but obviously we need a spider spawner to do that. And I found the roundabout location of one when we were building our underground tree farm here, which still is not in use. The lumberjacks haven't even thought about coming down to the trees here, and we are going to rework this at some point or another. I just am too lazy at the moment and don't really feel like touching this place yet, but I promise we will one day, just not anytime soon probably. Save it to the end maybe. But yeah, whilst we were building this, obviously I used replay mod to get some time-lapse footage of all of this being built, and it's kind of like a cheaty spectator mode without actually cheating, right? So you can see through walls and see underground and everything in replay mod. And whilst I was doing all this, I noticed a spider spawner somewhere in that direction. I don't know the exact location of it, which is why we're going to go find it now. But somewhere over there is a spider spawner that I want to turn into a farm. So whilst you may think that is a little bit cheaty, and yes, I kind of agree with you, I still think it's okay because I am having to risk my butt and spend lots and lots of time looking for it by digging directly down until I fall into a cave around about the same location. Okay, we're here. That was awfully close to some lava. I had my water bucket ready, but it wasn't a pool, so we probably would have been fine anyway. But yeah, okay, here we are in a cave. probably nowhere even close to it, to be honest. But yeah, I'm basically gonna go caving for a little while. Maybe I'll find some diamonds or something along the way. That would be cool. Fingers crossed I don't die. But yeah, I'm just gonna rummage around these caves until I find said spider spawner. Did I not just kill you? I could have sworn I just killed you. Maybe it was a twin. Apologies for the darkness here. I'm too lazy to place torches anywhere, especially along this whole ravine here. But to my recollection, it was pretty low down to the bedrock, so it probably just makes sense, right, to jump to the bottom of the ravine here and rummage around. Oh, hello, arrow. Randomly through the waterfall. And yeah, just scour around until we find a little cave offshoot. I have a very, small memory of what it looks like, and I could very easily just cheat again, right, and go into the replay mod and find the exact location of it, but that's a bit overboard with the cheating. So yeah, doing it this way I think is fair, but yeah, it's probably off in a little cave like this somewhere, I would imagine. This appears to go low down. Hopefully there's nothing down here ready to go kaboom, shall we say. There's lava, so let's go extra cobblestone. I see cobblestone. I hear spiders. I see spider spawner. Spam the torches. Probably a bit overboard, but I'm excited. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so in case you're wondering, like, how did I know it was a spider spawner? I did go and, like, look to see if it was or not when I was making the tree farm. But yeah, so I know it's a spider spawner, but that's awesome. Okay, that actually didn't take too long at all. What's in the chest? Cats and everything else I don't really care about. Also, an emerald up here, which I will happily take. And there's some sort of lighting glitch. There we go, all fixed. Chances are that you guys have seen a spawner XP farm build around a million times already. So I'm not going to show any of this on camera. I'm just going to see if I can figure out myself. And if not, I'll use a tutorial. Because honestly, I don't actually know if I've ever built one for spiders before. But how hard can it really be? Turns out it's not as easy as I thought. Do you see my problem I'm having here? So yeah, this isn't gonna work. It's definitely not gonna work at all. I'm gonna have to rework this, and honestly, I'm probably just gonna scrap the idea of getting XP from it at all, because right now I can't even get XP unless I like break some blocks, because it's all trapped behind that half slab right there. So I think I'm just gonna make a big water elevator going up and drop them down on top of some hoppers or something like that. I don't know. I got my beacon set up, as you can see in the top right hand corner, so this shouldn't take too long really. Never mind, I forgot, this is 1.12, there are no bubble elevators and spiders are only 1 block high, so you can't do the old school style way. I guess it's time to use a tutorial. This is working a lot better, and it's a design from Kmond. I'll leave a link to it in the description. I'll do my best to remember. I usually do, but if I don't, then type in Kmond Spider Farm. And yeah, basically the way this works, if I can maybe just go in and show you here, it is quite dark, so let's get a torch in the hand and get ready for a bit of a flood. But basically, the spiders spawn, obviously, and the way the water columns work here is they can't really climb that wall right there, and instead they just get kind of trapped in this too high area, and yeah, they got nowhere to climb, so basically they're forced to my sword down here, and then I can just swipey swipe, and all of their drops are collected in this one hopper space right here and go into the chest. And as you can see, I've been doing a little bit of grinding, but I think I'm gonna do a bit more and just see how much string we can get. Maybe I'll just do it until my pickaxe is fully repaired up here. Okay, it's not gonna win any awards for efficiency anytime soon. It's honestly pretty slow, so I don't think it's gonna be replacing my gold farm in the nether. For XP, I will certainly still use that if I need to repair stuff, but it does give me plenty of string. Now you may be thinking, that's not a lot of string at all. And yes, you would be correct. I've actually had a couple of recording issues and had to basically redo this clip, even though what you're about to see has already been done. But I went ahead and picked up my 4 stacks of string that I got from the farm and placed it on a bunch of my roofs as well as my willow tree. So now we have a snowless village, at least I hope so. I may have missed a few spots here and there, but as long as I've got most of it covered up, that is all good by me. I really do not mind just an odd snow layer here and there, but the way it was before was just a bit too much, and it definitely looks better now. So that right there is a job well done. Took a bit longer than I thought it was gonna be. Turns out making spider farms is not as easy as I thought. But anyway, I think we are now ready to move on and do something a bit more directly related to TekTopia and the village itself, which is going to be building the kitchen that I mentioned about at the start of the episode. And instead of doing a time-lapse like I usually do for virtually every single one of my builds, I thought we would do something a bit different and build it on camera. And I don't really do it very often because I'm not good at it, but I thought I could probably make it in a tutorial-ish manner. I'll try and make it a bit more entertaining than my usual tutorials. If you have ever seen any of them, those are more just informative rather than fun. So I'll try and do it a little bit different, but also so if you want to follow along, you can, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm going to gather up all my supplies, find a place to build this kitchen, and then we can start placing some blocks together. But first, let's spawn in 3 children, because that is how many bakers we are going to have in our bakery. It's more so a bakery than a kitchen. So I'm hoping we got villager space for enough beds, right? I'm just going to have a quick look here, just in case. Total bear, yeah, we got 9 spaces, so 3 is plenty. So there's 1 chef to be, 2 chef, and 3 chef. We got Oliver, we got Naj, we have 2 Najes now, and we have Naomi. Okay, you guys grown up? Well, I do some building. So sad to be going to school. Well, sort yourself out, because you gotta do it, Oliver. I'm so sorry, that was harsh. You don't have to go if you don't want to, but you should. I think we are going to build the kitchen in this spot right here, just in front of one of the entrances to the storage building. And if it's not big enough, then we can always move it partway through. I guess we'll find out once we start placing in some blocks. But here is our shulker box, which inside has most of the contents. In my tutorials I usually give like an exact list, not gonna do that here, sorry. But yeah, it's mostly just oak. Well, basically it's the block palette you can see here, and we're doing a magenta style roof. So we're gonna grab our cobblestone to begin with here, and we got like parts of the building here and then kind of like an overhanging area. So I'm thinking we do the entranceway maybe just here, and we go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Looking at that, that should be enough room. So it's 7 wide at the front, and then it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9 in length, and then we just make a square basically going all the way around and connecting up to this side here, and then we can go ahead and bring that up by 2 more. And we will add some detail with some other stone blocks as well as windows and doors and whatnot after we've done the next step, which is going to be on each of these 4 corners here to go 1 2 3 4 5 dark oak pillars. What's the word? High, that's the word. Not long ways, not width ways. We want to have them going high. And then as the bard plays us in very nicely on the front and the back part, so the shorter sides, we're just going to bring them all the way along the top like so. So there's the front, and then if we can just jump over and do the back without falling off. This tree decay is kind of getting in the way a little bit, but we do it that side as well. And then going all the way around, we just want to have some more horizontal logs along the bottom. So we have something like that. That's a terrible angle. So that we have something like that at the moment. Now we're going to grab our dark oak stairs and slabs here and have an upside down stair on this pillar block right here. It can be any 4 of them because we're just going to copy this on over afterwards, but we'll have a regular one coming out the back of it and then face outwards, and then we'll have another one just on top. Step back a little bit, and then we can have 1 2 upside down like so, with another one here I believe, and then an upside down one round the back. And then if we just very quickly hop down and place an upside down one facing forward there, and then get to our viewpoint of this roof, which is what it's being very helpful for when I can actually fly. And yeah, as you can see, that is the slabs and stairs formation. Actually just stairs, but yeah, you want to place all of them like that for each of the pillars. Is 1 not enough? Is 1 creeper not enough to ruin my day? Apparently not. Okay, guess I gotta repair that before we can continue. I have slept the night away, I have also repaired the roof, and I've finished the little points that we've just done. So your build should be looking like this if you happen to be following along. And now what we can do is actually fly over real quick and then land ourselves on top of the roof, if I can do that at all. That would be ideal. Let's just rocket ourselves right into it. So then what we're going to do on the top part of this block right here, which is the upside down stair, we're going to place a slab and power through the annoying bard, going all the way across with our slabs. And you should know you're on the right level here because that should be an equal number and not a 0.5, right? Not half a block. And then we'll just do the same over here super duper quick. And then what we're going to do, I think, is place a stair here just in front of all of these pillar blocks. And then on top of the pillar blocks, I think those are going to be slabs. I haven't really checked any of this build as I'm doing it, so hopefully everything is right. I guess if it's not, I'll just go back and redo this little bit of the tutorial, but I think I've got it all good. So then what we can do on this stair here is just place a full block in, so it's one block just above the log, and then we'll go around and do the same on this side as well. And then we can grab our magenta concrete and start placing some of this in. So from this log to the other, we're going to go all the way across like so, and then same again on this side. Has the bard moved away now? You're being very noisy. Could you disperse? Thank you. And then we're going to have two here going all the way across, and you guessed it, we're going to do the same on the other side. That's a familiar line. If you watch any of my tutorials, copy that on over, or do it for the other four sides or whatever. I do a lot of symmetry in my builds, especially in tutorials, because it makes them easier. But anyway, we're going to have a line of, what is that, 9 in total, going all the way across on the top part. That is in the wrong position, my bad. That should be there. And then our magenta can go down like so. And then I think all we have to do, I may have made a mistake here. Hang on a second. Let me fly away. Take a quick look. I believe that should actually be one higher. So when I said place that full block in, I meant do it there. So yeah, don't listen to what I said like a minute ago because I was lying. And then what we can do is just have a line of dark oak slabs going all the way across here, and then also a line going across on this spot right here, I believe, and then another one going on this spot, and then obviously we can do the same on the other side. I think that's how it should be looking, and if it's not, well, that's how it is now. I guess we're changing up the look of this build if that happens to be wrong. How am I doing so far, guys? I don't often build and talk like this. If I do it in a tutorial, it usually takes me so many takes. I'm trying not to spend all day on this one. I just watched that back and I'm really not talking as well anymore, am I? My commentary is slightly off. Hopefully you guys don't mind though. Maybe it'll be a bit of a change for you. You probably find it funny. But we're going to go ahead and take away these 6 blocks here right in the middle. Hello, Skellebob. Please don't shoot me off. I'm trying to build here on camera. I'm struggling enough. I did not need that. Oh yeah, you get him, Wolf. There we go. Go kill him. You know what? You can just stay in there. Sort out all the mobs. Anyway, as I was saying, take out these 6 blocks in the middle, and then we're just going to grab a couple of temporary blocks and place one here and another there, and then we'll switch out to our dark oak logs. That should be logs, not planks. 2 dark oak logs, as I was saying. You can get rid of the temporary blocks now, and then we're going to have a spruce stair on that block, a magenta or whatever roof color you're having here, glass pane just there, and then we'll have a few more slabs on those spots. With that one can break away actually and get rid of the block below it, and then 1, 2, and then finally we're gonna have a dark oak stair upside down here. And then finally, before we are done here, we can then just grab 2 wooden trapdoors, and voila, that side is all finished. And you know what I'm gonna say, don't you? Do it on this side too. What we can also go ahead and do is place a magenta concrete in that spot right there on this side, and also on that side right there. And then real quick, we can just fly up to the top level here and place in a couple of end rods. We're going to have one here, another here, and then 2 more at the front and or back, depending on your orientation. Yet another night slept away. I don't feel like having any more creeper problems. So what we can now do is come to whichever side you choose to be the front and break these 2 blocks right here and also the one above it actually. And we're going to grab our spruce door, which is right here, and place that block down like that. How you doing, Wolfie? Still good? Wonderful. And then just above it we'll have our cobblestone stair, and then we can go 1, 2 blocks in, and this middle block right here can be broken and replaced with an iron bar. And just out front we're going to have a wooden slab, spruce that is, 2 stairs either side with 1, 2, 3 just above it, and then an oak fence here and here. And then the finishing touch can be a flower pot to go just inside, just in front of the iron bar I should say, my bad. Farmers and other villagers falling off of cliffs, of course. They're doing good. Not taking damage from zombies, that's the main thing. And then very quickly we need to grab some more oak wood out of the chest here. And then we're just going to pillar on up and do this top section here. So all of this on the side can become oak wood as well as on the bottom. And then we're going to have some stairs along the top. Forgot I needed some magenta panes, so those have mysteriously just appeared in my inventory there. So we'll place 3 of those down like so. And then 3 grass blocks just in front of it. And then we're actually going to hop on down. Wait, no we're not. We're going to put some stuff inside of our flower bed here. So just a couple of flowers on display like so. And then we'll break our pillar and also grab some trapdoors. Obviously, if you're on a 1.12, you can really use whatever you want, but I'm stuck with just these guys for right now. And then we'll have a, I think just slabs underneath actually, otherwise it's going to connect to this little awning, which we don't really want. So yeah, that's the front. Once again, a terrible view, but that's the front done. It's beautiful, isn't it? As for the left-hand side here, so if you're facing the front, this is the left-hand side, what it's going to be. You could probably flip this around actually if you wanted to, but I'm not going to because this is how I want it. So we're going to break these 3 blocks here, just 1 in from the side, and replace those with some iron bars, 1, 2, 3. We'll get some more grass blocks in front of it and make ourselves another little flower bed. Flick all those trapdoors down and then just go ahead and place our flowers. 1, 2, and 3. I guess 1 is technically not a flower. And then just to the side of it here, I didn't really feel like putting a window, and instead I'm just going to make a stack of crates using my note blocks. Obviously, if you have, you know, actual barrels in anything above 1.14, I'd recommend using those instead, unless you have access to this custom texture pack, which some of you may do by now. And yes, something like that should be good. Maybe the final one can just go on the side right there. So a combination of crates and chests. I might fiddle around with that later actually to make it a bit better and suited to what I like. But up on this top level here, we're just going to pillar up with some cyan terracotta and place 3 down on either side like so. Can I reach? I can just about. We're actually going to hop up here and place 3 pillars just next to those blocks. And then Bard, I just want to shoot you right now. please just be quiet for a second. Then we'll grab our oak wood and just have 3 along the top, 2 down either side. And then I think this is going to be a stair with a magenta pane in the center right there. And I think the final thing is just to have a spruce fence either side with an end rod underneath. And then if I just take a step back, actually a flyback, we'll get a good view this time. I believe that is a side all done. With the exception of these 3 blocks here that need to be cobblestone stairs. Wonderful. Okay, now moving around to the back. So what we're going to do is break these 2 here, just right of the left-hand side there. I feel like I'm losing my voice. I don't often speak this much this quickly. And then we're going to break away these 2 blocks on the bottom and replace them with some cobblestone stairs, just facing upwards. And then we are going to grab our spruce wood stairs. They got a different name nowadays, don't they? So we're going to start off by having the upside down one on that 3rd pillar along. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we're just going to kind of staircase our way down all the way to the bottom. If I could just place that one there, that'd be wonderful. Thank you. And then the final one right there. And in replace of it, or not replace, I guess, just underneath, we're going to have 1... That's not right. We're going to have 1 oak fence there, and then 1, 2, 3 there. Okay, so it doesn't really connect perfectly because it just won't, but I think from a distance that looks pretty good. Okay, so there's our staircase going up to what is actually going to be a 2-person home up here, just somewhere for our chefs to sleep, or probably other villagers, because they like to switch around, don't they? So 3 on either side. We'll have an upside down stair here with the same on the other side as well, and then 1 underneath, and then we'll just have 3 more in the center. Grab our magenta windows, stick 1 there, a trapdoor just beside it, and then is everything filled in? It looks a bit weird up there, but I think it's good. We're going to have a doorway down, which I currently don't have at the moment, but use your imagination and pretend there's a door there. Spruce fence on that block with an end rod just below, and then the last thing I think we need to do is place an item frame down, because obviously this is going to become a 2-person home, which reminds me we should probably have one just out the front here. To make this whole thing look a little bit better, we're actually going to break the upside down spruce stairs and just have them facing forwards. That way, from the front at least, or I guess from the back, but looking directly on, it just looks like it connects a bit better. So yeah, we'll do that. And then what we also need to do is just grab some spruce something. Spruce planks will be fine. There we go. And head up and place our door. But we're just going to break this log. I think, actually, that might look... No, I think we can get away with placing that. So this can be a spruce plank, just so it looks a little bit smoother going into the entranceway. We should be able to cover that up from the inside, I think. Alrighty, now we can start on this side over here, which is where most of the baking is going to be taking place. And of course, to bake, we are going to need an oven, which is why we have all of these bricks on my hotbar. So I'm going to do my best to build this without having to check it twice, but we're going to come to this side right here, go 2 blocks in, and just have 2 blocks like so, with a stair on top facing that way, with 1, 2, and then 3 upside down, and another stair here, just to make this nice little archway going all the way across. And then if we can actually just hop on top of there, so block and stair again, and then we're going to have another brick here, and probably just 1 in the center there with 2 stairs either side. I'm hitting my head on something, ouch. But then we're going to have a full block here, and then I think another 1 on top, and this will actually be the top point of the furnace here. So we're going to have a cauldron as our chimney, something a little bit different. Usually I just put fire. There we go, there's a good example, but I thought we'd do a cauldron this time as to change it up. So flip all of them down, probably don't fill it with water. You can, I guess, with lava if you wanted to on bedrock. But now we're going to come around to the back and try and remember how to build this. So I think we need 2 here just on the back of those with 2 stairs on top. That villager just made me jump in real life. A little bit of a jump scare there, but so that they curve around to the side. And then I think we need to have 1, 2, 3 here with 1 like this, and then curve the stairs around like so. Got a feeling I'm building this wrong, but we'll power through anyway. We're going to have 3 blocks right there with 2 just underneath like that. And then if we just hop up here again real quick, we can make this into a stair, this into a stair around this side, then a full block in the center, and then another stair on top. Just taking a look at that, it looks kind of funny, so I think we're actually going to break this at the back and put the full blocks going all the way across the bottom, with then 3 in the center. And then I think what I need to be doing is having stairs on the outside there, and then we want to wrap them round on that level. So it should be looking like this. Yeah, I think that's how I had it planned originally. What we can then do is basically copy what we've got on the other side here. So we're going to have some cyan terracotta on the 2 sides with some dark oak logs next to it, just like that. Then we'll switch over to our oak and magenta glass and have 3 at the top, 2 down the side, and then once again just 1 at the bottom, and then that can become a glass pane. We're not going to do the fences for now because you'll see why in a second, but then if we just break our way down, and then what we're going to do is come in 1 from this side and break away these 6 blocks right here, and then also just leave a gap of I think 1, and then we're going to break these 6 blocks as well, and then we're going to get out our cobblestone stairs, which I'm going to need more of. Do I have more than 2? I do not. Let's go grab some. No cobblestone stairs. Okay, I guess we're going to have to craft some. There we go. That should be enough. All right, let's fly back down to our bakery. How's it looking, by the way? Is it too close to the storage? I don't think so, because I'm probably going to have something this side as well, which will make it look a little bit better, probably. But we're going to grab our cobblestone stairs and have 2 upside down at the top there. Hello, Wolfie, you've made your way into the furnace, I see. And then 1 facing this way with another facing the opposite to make this nice little archway. And this is going to become a bit of a shelving unit, so we're going to step inside here and have 2 full blocks with 2 stairs just on top, just to kind of smooth out that protrusion a little bit, because it does look a bit funky on the inside, as you will see when we get to the interior, which I'm probably not going to do on camera, by the way, because this episode is getting on a bit. But anyway, regardless, we will continue. No, we won't actually, because that's all I wanted to do for this clip. Okay, job done. Let's move forward and get some more items. Some of those items are going to be 6 furnaces to go inside our big furnace there. So some small furnaces inside the daddy furnace, I guess. Is that what this is known as now? The daddy furnace? I don't know if I like that. But we're going to grab some spruce wood slabs here, and then on this block here, so 1 above the cobblestone stairs, we're going to have 2. Then go up by half a block, have another 2, and then 2 more here. And then we can bring them all the way out by 1, 2, 3 blocks, 4, and then 5. And then we want to grab our oak walls? No, cobblestone walls. And on this corner, so just in front of the daddy furnace's leg here. No, that's weird. Let's stop that. No more daddy furnace. And on top of this one here, we're going to have 3 oak fences on top of those. And then finally, we're going to have 2 on top of this one, or under it, I guess, with the cobblestone wall in the corner. You can have another one here, but it kind of gets in the way of the doorway, so I'm going to leave mine empty. And yeah, that is kind of like the awning, which will also make this little section part of the bakery. You see, because this is the door and it's surrounded by walls here and also a roof, basically everything that is covered counts as part of the building, so overcrowding shouldn't really be an issue here. But now we can grab some chests and also some stone blocks and break these 6 blocks right here and just cover them up with some stone, and also maybe do the ones underneath as well if you want to, and just place a couple of chests in there, and then some oak trapdoors can go above it. That's going to be a nice little shelf. And now we're going to switch out to our oak stairs and have 1, 2, 3, and 4 upside down, and then 2 here. Just as some tables or other things where they can prepare, I guess, cakes and bread and other sort of things that would be made in a bakery. So yeah, that right there is actually, I think, everything we needed to do. I'm pretty sure the final thing left to do with the exterior of the build is just grab some other stone blocks and mix in a little bit of texture, because the plain old cobblestone right now looks a bit boring. I already see a slight problem with our bakery. That plant pot is getting in the way of the blacksmith. So I'm going to show you this in a second. The inside has been complete. We've got the texture, but first of all, I got to break that flower pot. You're going to get stuck on the cake? No, you're all good. Okay, but yeah, before we do that, I real quick want to go purchase the 2 tokens that we need, as well as 3 chef icons, because as you can see, our children have all grown up. And by the way, guys, how was that? Because I truthfully don't know. I feel like I'm going to get some mixed opinions on whether you want to see more building on camera or less. I probably won't do it very often because, 1, I prefer just doing a time lapse and showing you around afterwards, and 2, I just get more done in the episode. Like, that took so much time out of the video. It's maybe something I'll consider doing when I'm a bit short on time and need to, you know, do a quicker episode, right? So yeah, let me know. Honest opinion. Did you like that or not? Was it fun? Was it boring? I'd like to know for future reference. So we need both of you. First of all, is going to be the tradesmen. So we want ourselves 3 chefs. 1, 2, and 3. Thank you very much. And then we are also going to need the architect to sell us a kitchen, but first I guess we can get the 2-person home here. There we go. And then also the kitchen. Where is the kitchen? Somewhere along here, I'm imagining. 57 emeralds. We just about have enough. Awesome. 1 chef, 2 chef. That doesn't work. And 3 chef, who is now in the same position as the boy who hasn't grown up. Okay, I guess I was only seeing 1 of them. I will wait a couple more days before I hand out the tokens to you. Could you please stop bouncing on the trapdoor? Oh, it's all popping off in the tavern. Let's go take a look. You guys know I love this. Bit of an issue there. Bard, you're not quite in position. you're a little ways out of the tavern. You're probably not getting the noise round too good. Anyway, let's get out of this noisy place. I do love going in here, but it is quite loud. And very quickly, let us place down the 2 tokens. So we need the 2-person home to go on the top. I'm falling everywhere. Hang on a second. Let's fly on up and place down the 2-person home right there. Do we get some yellow beds? Yes, we do. As I said, I'll show you around very shortly. I just would like to hand out the tokens first of all, I think. And there is the kitchen icon. Awesome. Okay, creepy face, you need to go away, and so do I. I'm going to go to bed and see if I can hand out those tokens to the kids. Oh, I just saw them both. Okay, here is one. Naj, if you could just hold still. Gonna have to do some precise clicking here. I really don't want to though, but oh, there we go. Okay, just about got it. And where is Oliver? Somewhere. I thought I saw him in this house. Nope, he's escaped. Where have you gone? Let me out. I want to go first. Oliver, where are you? There you are, no escaping me. You think you can just live a life of unemployment? Fat chance. Oliver, you are now the 4th village chef. Go make lots of bread, lots of steak, and lots of good food for our villagers to munch on. I think for this look around, we shall put on some beautiful shaders. Oh, I do love these things every now and again. I think you guys do as well. Maybe we'll have a quick overview of the whole village before we check out the individual bakery. I've got my render distance set very low, so you honestly can't really see that much. But yeah, let's go and check out this bakery. So you've seen the outside. That's not really why I'm showing you it, because we need to head inside. So I think first of all, let's check out the kitchen itself. The outside area you've basically had a glimpse of already. We just got some cakes on display, some pots for things to go in, and then some plates. Unfortunately, you can't put item frames flat on a surface in 1.12. So yeah, it's really just cakes that we have on display out here, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. On the inside here, you know what? I need to turn down the chef. They are way too loud. Friendly creatures, let's just turn down the chef, turn down the bard. Way too loud. Yeah, just got some storage up here. 3 crafting tables for all 3 chefs. That's how it works in the kitchen. 1 crafting table equals 1 chef. And then we got plenty of furnaces for all their smelting needs. Obviously, these 3 will count as well, I'm fairly certain. But now let's head round to the back and actually check out the small 2-person home up here. It's nothing too complicated, as you can see, pretty basic. Do quite like the ceiling. You may be able to tell there is some hidden lighting behind there. We got some jack-o'-lanterns. Just want to place down my painting again. Already got that one. Oh, I don't really want that one. That one will do. So yeah, we got the normal stack of bookshelves that I have in virtually every home. I swear it's very common. Some more shelves with storage, and yeah, just a couple of beds and chairs. All in all, looks pretty good, I would say, but this really mainly is about the bakery down below, and I really quite like it, and I hope you guys do too. But I think that is actually where we are gonna wrap up today's episode. I believe it has run a bit long. I could be wrong, I haven't edited it just yet, but apologies if it had. And also, you're welcome for the longer episode. I guess it depends on how much you like watching. But yeah, regardless, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. There's our captain passing on by, doing a marvelous job. But yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you next episode. Bye for now.